Guess who's back? Back again. Cold Keys back. Tell your friends. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Da 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 da. Dos Vidania Defects. Welcome back. Nikolai, happy to be here with the boys for another episode of Cold Keys. It's good to be back, boys. We haven't done this in a long time, okay? A long time. It's good to see you. Good to be back. It's a little chilly outside. I warmed up. I put the hat on, put the jacket. These guys, they're still in, Westchester County, so it's nice and warm over there. But you know what? It's time for Cold Keys. So, the Butcher, please tell them about the sponsors, my friend.
First up, we got our buddy Erod 212 at Express Comic Book Pressing for all your pressing and cleaning needs. Defects 10 gets you 10% off. Not only that, Erod will pass along his discount from CGC and CBCS, so hit him up for all your pressing and cleaning needs. Next up, Mutant Beaver Comics, one of the world's largest online retailers for exclusive variants, shipping worldwide. That's right, worldwide. Defects 10 gets you 10% off. Tell Pat and the B-Man that Defects sent you.
And Matty Forge, good to see you, my friend. It's been a long time. But do me a favor, please, for the defects out there that don't know what Cold Keys is, please give us a little description.
Yeah, so we pretty much take two different categories for Cold Keys now. Something that was once real hot and it's starting to definitely cool off. Depends how much, we try to analyze to see something that really is something that's cold, something that's down a good bit off its high. And the other section is something that is starting to kind of just level, maybe starting to climb a little bit, but nowhere near its peak, because people have like forgotten about the news or the rumors, and it's just kind of skimming by everybody. So something that's got potential, right? Something that's mid-range but about to go through the roof. That's what we like to focus on. So we got 4 really good picks. Stay tuned because we got some good ones.
I know the boys got the picks ready and they told me them, so you guys are in for a treat on this one, okay? It's not Halloween for everybody, but it is for you, okay? So, the Butcher, please, let's start with you, buddy.
First up, Defects, we have Thanos number 13 from November of 2017 from Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw. The first appearance of the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Who is that? That is Frank Castle in the future that comes back as a Herald of Galactus. Also, guys, another little minor spec in there. It's also the first appearance of King Thanos, a book that was extremely hot and has cooled off significantly. Matt, can you pull up GPA analysis for me?
Yes, I can.
Guys, we all know Cosmic Ghost Rider has a huge cult following. I don't think he'll appear anytime in the MCU anytime soon. Probably, in the distant future, you may see him. First, we need the Punisher, of course, but he is due for a Marvel story arc in comic book. So we'll pull up a 9.8 because it is a modern book that you can get on the cheap, guys. You see the 2019 average there of $251, the 2020 average of $313, the 12-month average shoots up to $376, the 90-day average drops back down to $370, and the last sale in October of this year of $300. So you guys, you see it kind of levels off there, but in 2021, there has been high sales, guys. In February of 2021, we have a sale of $489. In April, we have a sale of $425. In May, it shoots up to $500. And at the end of May, we have $520. So from a couple of months from May until now, the middle of October, it goes all the way down $220 to $300 on a last sale. A book that I always grab at a decent price because, one, it's a Thanos book, and that Kate's Thanos run was absolutely phenomenal. And two, it's Cosmic Ghost Rider, like we said before, a cult following, a Frank Castle Punisher, Herald of Galactus. He's due. He was in the Guardians of the Galaxy comic run by Kate's, and a book that I feel at $300 now and a 9.8 may be worth a grab before it starts to shoot back up.
I'm digging it. Totally. I mean, like you said, we just know. Forget about the chart, right? Forget about the numbers. We just know how hot it was, and now people aren't really talking about it. But a book, like you said, that was 500 and this month sold for 235. I believe in that spec too. I believe that we will see at some point a Cosmic Ghost Rider comic series for sure, or come back to comics, in a big way. So it's a good pick, brother.
Oh,
next up, guys.
Oh, I apologize. I was on the eBays looking for the book. I apologize. You know what? It's possible we are going to get a lot of cosmic stuff in the upcoming movies as well, boys. So I think it was a very smart pick from you, Jay. Very good job.
Defects for the second book, another modern book, Strange Academy #1, cover A from March of 2020. Nikolai, Scotty Young, I know you love him. Humberto Ramos, a ton of first appearances in this book. You got the first appearance of Emily Bright, Doyle, Shaylee, Herman Aguilar, Zoe, Calvin, and Desi, guys. A book that was extremely hot when it first came out. Matt, if you could pull up GPA analysis on a cover A and a 9.8.
9.8 and cover A. There you go, brother.
Right here, the 2020 average when this book first came out, $176. The 12-month average, $248. The 90-day average, $258. And the last sale of $250. So you see this book is kind of up and down a little bit, but let me give you stats and prices of what it's done in 2021. In March, we had a sale of $295, $280, $300, $320, and $375. In April, we had a high of $400 for this book. So you could see, guys, it cooled off. There was rumors and, all types of speculation that Disney Plus was going to do something with this series, an animated series, almost like a Harry Potter-esque type of deal. I could totally see them moving in that direction. And that is why I'm saying this might be the time to grab Strange Academy. Well, it's kind of at a low. So listen, collect what you like. I've been grabbing these raw, nice copies. I haven't bought any slabbed, but I'm going to send a ton in to get slabbed. Fellas, what do you think?
I think what you're saying is perfect because, and the data kind of shows, like I'm sorry to the people watching, there was so much to scroll through. Usually we don't have this many sales, but Jay's right. Like this was selling for 400 and consistently above 325, right? For a good stretch of the middle of the year. And I think people realized that this thing kind of started coming down and people started buying them again. There's been a lot of sales. And now we are solidly under $300, right around that $250 mark. And I think people see the potential here at almost like a discount, right? I mean, off of $400, that's a big difference. So that's a really good pick. I think people were picking up on this. So I don't want to say it's flying under the radar, but the price has definitely come down. The price point has moved on this.
That's a good point. It's like coming into Thanksgiving and you get Black Friday sale. So the comic is like half off, like the women in Russia.
Almost, right? It's close.
Well, You know what, Butcher? Nice books this week, man. Okay, this is great to
Definitely.
be back with you guys for the cold keys. It's snowing in here, so before we get too cold, we'd just like to thank everyone for coming to the show. This is a great time with the boys. Do me a favor, like the video if you like the cold keys, but stick around because we have two more peaks from Matty Forge. This guy, no, this guy, not this guy. This guy just went. This guy over here. Okay, so leave a comment in the comment section. Tell us what you think about what we are doing. And Matty Forge, hit us with your first pick of cold keys.
All right, so I'm gonna start off slow. I like the first one, but I love the second one. So I'm gonna hit you with the first one, hit you with a little bit of the vegetables, and then I'll hit you with some dessert. All right. So this one's gonna seem obvious. You know, I'm making Jay laugh over here. This one's gonna seem obvious, but vegetables. You know, everybody. You know, you gotta eat them. You know, and they're good for you. But
maybe
you know, you want to get to the dessert.
Maybe a little appetizer. Right? Okay.
So from 2014, Captain America number 25, and this is the first time we see Sam Wilson as Captain America. Yes, this book has cooled off. I don't have to talk much about this. We know that Captain America number 4 is going to feature Sam Wilson as Captain America. We've seen it in the Falcon and Winter Soldier series, but now he's going to be on the big screen. We know what this book was doing a couple months back, right, Jay? Right, Nikolai? Book was going bananas. Let's check out some data. All right, so quickly run through it. Get right to the point here because it has been in the last 12 months where this thing really has had a mind of its own. So obviously 12-month average, we see $315, ton of sales, 140 sales. The 90-day average, you could already see that red arrow. We don't have to do much digging here, but we're gonna. $262, and the last sale from this month was $264. This is all for cover A, guys, and a 9.8, obviously. So the graph, I love it when a graph looks like this for cold keys because it makes it a lot easier. Jay really had to dig into the data to find, you know, where the spike and, you know, the low was, and he did find them. You know, kudos to Jay. This graph's making my job easy. I don't have to do much here. You could see where this thing spiked out. Average price back in March was $523 for a 9.8 with a high of $660. Okay, and then obviously we see this decline. So let's go down a little bit farther into the data, and you could see there the 2021 high was $660. Obviously, the low of $82. We're nowhere near that, but there is a ton of sales. I just want to try to find where the peak was, and we could see it was right around the Falcon and Winter Soldier when we got kind of the idea that was going to happen, that Sam was going to be Cap. We see a lot of 500s and a lot of 600s. This was not a fluke. This wasn't a one sale thing. And now we just see, as I scroll up here, I'll try to go a little slower. Look, we had a $195 sale. We have $200 sales in here. And now it's just consistently below $300 after September. People are forgetting about this book. Out of sight, out of mind. I would expect this to go even lower. I'm going to assume that at some point in the next 3 or 4 months, you'll be able to buy this book for $225. And then when the movie comes back out, I'm expecting to see a spike again. Boys, what do you think?
I love it, man. Everybody, after the series, everybody was specking hard on Sam Wilson becoming Captain America, which he eventually did. We know he signed that deal for Captain America 4, like you said, where he's going to be featured as Captain America. Once the series ended, everybody forgot about it except for the smart ones that grabbed it on the low. Here is your chance again, because we know that book's going to do even more than $600 once we get a trailer at Captain America 4. So, Matt, great pick.
Thank you, my friend.
It's kind of the point of this show, guys. This book was big. I mean, we had the in our face, man. Everyone was watching the show, and then now the show went away for a little bit. We got other movies, we got other shows, and everyone kind of said, you know what? Maybe I put it on the back burner for a little bit. And you know what? That's when we strike, baby.
Like a cobra. You got cobras over there in Russia?
Not that many.
Not that many. Just a few.
We have more like scorpions. We like to use scorpions. They leave less. You know. People don't know they were there. Let's just leave it at that, okay?
Got it.
Man, these books are getting out of control. This is what happens, guys. But you know what? It's not over yet. Matty Forge, he told you how he likes to cook his pasta, a little al dente. And this book is what makes him a little al dente. Let's just state that he goes from 6 to 12. Okay, Butcher's telling you, but you know what, Matthew Forge, tell us about the book that gets you moving, baby.
All right. So when I saw some data on this book, it got me very excited because you guys know I'm a Fantastic Four guy, and we got Fantastic Four number 18 from 1963. Yes, the Silver Age book. How could it be a cold key? It is. What is this book? For those of you that don't know, it's the first appearance of the Super Skrull and also the first appearance of Emperor Doric. Both those names are something that we could see with Secret Invasion arc coming to the MCU. Secret Invasion is going to be a really big part, like a kind of like not the main Infinity War saga kind of thing, but it's going to be like a minor arc in this next two phases. So I'm all in on Secret Invasion. I'm all in on Skrull first appearances. And who wouldn't want to have Fantastic Four 18 in their collection, regardless of any of the news, right? So let me bring up some data and show you what I'm talking about. All right, so clearly we're not looking at these high grades, okay? Let's get down to a little bit more of a manageable number here. Let's see. I'm going to show you a couple different ones. Let's start with the 4.5, all right? Because that was a sale in September, okay? You could see the 12-month is $590, the 90-day is $439, and the last sale is $439. Not a ton of sales. Of course, these Silver Age books don't sell like the moderns, but again, the graph kind of tells it all. We have a spike, and then we have a dip. Let's get right into the data. Let's get into the details here. Like you see, we did a little spike. April, 749. June, 990. July, 880. And now September, 439. This is the time to buy this book. Let's check another grade. How about a 4.0? 12-month, 589. 90-day, 1,053. But the last sale, 665. Again, you're not going to get a ton of sales data because of the book, because this book doesn't come up that often. But clearly somebody was willing to buy this book for $700, $800, $1,400. But then in September, it's back down to 665. And I don't think this is a fluke, because guess what? The grade we just looked at was right in that same range, right? The previous grade, that 4.5. So let's go to another book, another grade, excuse me. 412 for the 12-month, 430 for the 90-day, and 360 for the last sale in September. And again, you see a spike and a dip. And you could see the high for 2021 for this grade was $600. I don't think I have to keep going. I think you guys get the point. Super Skrull, awesome spec. I think it's going to be a big part of Secret Invasion, but either way, this is a book that I want to have in my collection right now, and I think I'm done holding off and I'm ready to buy it. What do you guys think?
I could be wrong, Matt. According to those months and that data, it looks like that book spiked kind of around the time of WandaVision when we see a Skrull at the last episode. You know, people probably got hot on the Skrulls then, bought it up, and now, like everything else, cooled off. Super Skrull's a huge character in the Fantastic Four and in Secret Invasion. So two great picks by Matt Forge.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I think you're right. It definitely stemmed off of the end of WandaVision, and it just kept riding that momentum. Silver Age books, like those books take longer to heat up and then longer to cool off, right? Because it's not a book that you see come up that often. It's not, you're not going to get 50, 60 sales in a 2-month period. So yeah, I'm excited about that one, because I'm like, you know what? I got to grab this before this video comes out and everybody else grabs it.
Could not agree more, boys. Great picks from both of you. You guys did great job on this episode of Cold Keys. It's good to be back and bringing the people what they want. They ask for it, and you know what? The Defects bring it strong, baby. With that being said, Defects, great to see you again. Great books from the boys. And happy Halloweens to all of you guys, okay, when you catch the videos. See you next time on Cold Keys.